Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am so excited that you guys are here watching this video. It is 11 o'clock right now and I got inspired to film my annual drugstore fall makeup look. The thing is, like, these kinds of videos, I actually just want them to be beneficial to you guys, and so my vision for this kind of look is something realistic but still festive for the fall season. Alright, so I'm going to give this primer another go. This is the Makeup Revolution Star Primer. It's a water gel primer with anise extract. And the reason why I didn't like this the first time is because the smell reminds me of black licorice and I can't stand that kind of candy. So every single time I put it on my face, I'm just like, it's not a pleasant experience for me. But I decided to just give this another go just to see if it actually does my skin any good. Yeah, this is my second time using it. Ever since I filmed that video, I was actually planning on returning it, and then I kind of forgot about it, and so I just decided to keep it. And that is how you start to hoard makeup, and then it becomes a problem. You guys don't even want to see my vanity right now. It's like a nightmare. That feels really good, really soft. My skin just soaked it right up, maybe because it's just feeling a little dry right now, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, so I have one that's my actual foundation shade, and then I have a deeper one to bronze up my skin. I want to keep the skin feeling really fresh and natural looking, so nothing too heavy, because for day to day or just being realistic, like, I never really even wear heavy makeup throughout the day. I like to keep it really fresh, easy. So this is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. I'm in the shade 40. Nude. I'm going to do a tiny bit to even out my skin tone, but not so much conceal my actual skin, because I still want to see, you know, my freckles and little beauty marks here and there. But for the most part, it just, as you guys can see, it just like evened out all that redness that I had. And since my skin is pretty fair right now, you can see like the veins underneath a lot more, like my dark circles appear much darker. I'm going to add a little bit more to the center of my nose and forehead. And then I'm also using the Real Techniques buffing brush. And then you can also take it over your eyelids, because why not? So it looks like I didn't really put on foundation, and that's kind of the goal here. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a deeper foundation shade. This one is 120 Caramel, whatever y'all want to call it these days. And I'm gonna use that same brush and distribute this foundation evenly around my face. I may have applied a little too much, but we're gonna just work this into the skin. Don't be afraid to take it into your hairline. You actually want to bring it into your hairline just so it looks more natural and blended. Then just take it past your jawline. And now that everything is pretty much blended, I'm gonna just go over everything and just smooth it all out. You don't have to be super precise with this either. You just want to focus majority of the product along your cheekbones and like the perimeter of your face. But then once there's like no product on the brush, I just literally just go over in buffing motions and just making sure everything just looks really, really seamless. To conceal underneath the eyes, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This one is in the shade Ivory. It's a nice, I would say, medium coverage. And then to blend, I'm using the LA Girl Beauty Sponge. It's not my favorite just because I feel like when it's like wet, it's like super wide and it's like hard to like actually get in like in the little areas that you want to like blend your concealer in. But overall, it does the job. And then I'm going to just flip it to the other side that's a little more flat. Begin to blend out my under eyes. You notice that I'm just literally in the same spot, just patting it, like probably like 5 times, and then until I begin to like move it upwards. The reason why I do this is because I want to make sure the concealer is really blended into my skin before I move around my sponge, just because that minimizes my concealer from moving around all over the place because I want the coverage to remain around my eye area. And then you just want to get deep into your inner corners, removing all that discoloration, and then I close my eye and then bring that concealer up to the inner corner, up to my brow bone. Okay, and then right away I'm just setting my under eyes with the Covergirl TruBlend Translucent Loose Powder. I have to set right away, otherwise my concealer will crease. I'm going to keep some of that powder on, and then let's move on to eyebrows. I'm going to try out this Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel in clear. You guys know that I'm on the hunt to find a really good brow gel that will take over my Benefit 24-hour brow gel. Oh, this one is actually quite nice. This is my first time using this one. Just because you guys know I love the Benefit one, but not everybody can get their hands on it. So if I could find a drugstore option, that would be amazing, because that would be the only thing I would use in my videos. So far so good. I'm going to use a little bit of the Covergirl one in medium. This one should have some color in it, so it just gives my brows a little bit more shape. Not shape, but definition. Sorry, I'm like all over the place a little bit. For eyeshadows, I have this one from LA Girl. This is called the Nudist eyeshadow palette. This is just a really pretty neutral palette. Let me show you guys up close. So I want to keep this, okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys in a little closer, and I'm actually going to remove this powder from underneath my eyes just because I'm scared I'm going to get creasy under there, but I probably won't, but you never know. I don't want to take that chance. And then earlier when we used a little bit of concealer on the lid, that just like evened out the discoloration, so I'm just running a little bit of powder over it just to set that concealer in place. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in with this color first, and I'm going to place that right into my crease. This eyeshadow is pigmented right off the bat, I noticed. And I'm using my ColourPop E2 eyeshadow brush. And we're just going to just take this into the crease. You guys notice that my hand is at the tip of my brush just because that helps with minimizing pressure. So I'm just going to take that and then just use circular motions, buffing that into my crease. Going back in with a little bit more, tapping off the excess. And I'm going to go in with the same brush and a little bit some more of that eyeshadow and just take that along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with this really pretty warm tone brown eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush, and then going in with that really pretty warm tone. I'm going to take this along my outer corner. Ooh! Do you guys see how pigmented that is? That's crazy. I'm going to grab my blending brush and then just blend it out before I proceed. I'm going to grab more of that cooler toned eyeshadow and then just use a little bit to blend out the crease. Just diffusing the edges. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Sigma Large Shader E60 brush, and then I'm going to mix this white eyeshadow with a creamy one, just because I don't want it to be too white on my lid, and then this I think is going to just blend right in with my skin tone. So I'm mixing the two, and then I'm just placing that onto my lid. Then I'm also going to take the same colors up on my brow bone. With this kind of brown, it's a little bit more on the cooler side, definitely more on the cooler side actually. I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This one is from Dose of Colors. I'm just going to take that along the upper lash line, but I'm bringing it in halfway. I'm also going to take it along my lower lash line. This is the fastest way to get your eyes looking nice and defined without taking the extra time to go in with eyeliner and then risk messing everything up. Eyeshadow is really easy to work with, so I just like to go in with a nice neutral brown even a black depending on my mood, and then I just softly go along my lash line. Just adds the definition, makes it really soft, brings a lot more attention to your eyes. It looks a little more interesting, like as far as the eye look, instead of just like having a color in the crease. I'm just blending everything out. This is a nude eyeliner by L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna take that in my waterline. So for lashes, we're keeping them all natural today. I definitely don't wear fake lashes every single day. So realistically, it's just mascara. Today I'm going to use the Covergirl Lash Blast Volume. I didn't use this mascara in a really long time, so I decided might as well use it now. The best way to describe this mascara, it's very delicate. Like, it's very gentle on your lashes. It's not overly clumpy. It's very lightweight formula, so it doesn't feel like heaviness, like clumpiness. It's very soft and airy. Like, that's the best way I can describe this mascara. So Covergirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. Okay, so I have a new bronzer I'm gonna try out. If I don't like it, I'm gonna go back in with my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer, which is my ultimate favorite. But this one is from Rimmel London, and this one is the Natural Bronzer. It's a waterproof bronzing powder, and this one is in the shade Sun Bronze. Did I use this before? I don't remember. I don't know how pigmented this is, but I'm just gonna go for it. This is the IT brush. It's the contour brush from IT Cosmetics. Oh, that's really cute. It's like really natural. Well, it is called the natural bronzer. And I also think that since we added that layer of contour bronzer with the foundation, it just blends in a lot more seamless, and you don't have to use as much product as you typically would. I like to take my bronzer along my temple area and then my forehead. I notice a lot of people miss this step, but trust me when I say that it actually looks more natural when you do this, because if you just have a streak of bronzer here, it's just very obvious that you have makeup on your cheek. But if you just blend this out all alongside your face, it just looks more natural because you can't really see that line. And so it just looks more proportionate, it looks more balanced, and you overall look more bronzed, which is actually the point of bronzer, you know? Instead of just applying it here, you're actually applying it around your face, so you look nice and bronzed. And then you try to prevent putting it in the center of the face, just because we want to keep this area nice and light, but feel free to add some on the sides of your nose because that's where you naturally would get color if you were out and about all day in the sun. But if you were to contour, that's a different story. But with bronzer, yes, we like to put it all over the face, making us nice and bronzed. For blush, I'm using another LA Girl palette. This one is in Island Hottie, and look at the colors. It's so pretty. I'm definitely gonna gravitate towards this one right here. I think this one is really fall. Oh, these are gonna look so pretty, especially on deeper complexions. Oh, stunning. I love LA Girl blushes. I think they're really awesome. So I'm gonna just use the same brush because whatever, honestly, it's fine. And I'm just gonna apply this blush to the apples of my cheeks, so where you naturally would smile, and then I press it in and then I take it back slightly just so we have that nice blend and it's not just like that awkward, like, we just want everything to blend in together. If you want, go back in with your foundation brush and then just lightly buff out the edges for a smoother finish. Okay, I can't put this highlighter down. This is the Covergirl TruBlend Super Stunner Hyper Glow Highlighter in Pearl Crush. Covergirl is killing it. I love Covergirl. It looks like this. And then I'm going to just use my BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. It just looks like a large blending brush. And then I'm just applying highlight to the highest points of my face. just because I like to look really nice and glowy. Update on the brow gel. My brow hairs are nice and in place, which is a good sign. Because my issue with brow gels is that they would, like, I will coat my brows, right? But then they just feel soft. It doesn't feel like I have no gel in them or nothing. It just feels like that was a waste, kind of, you know? But basically, that is it. Let's move on to lips and then complete this look. Prior to doing your lipstick, make sure you apply some sort of chapstick to keep them nice and moisturized. And then when it's time to actually do your lipstick, you want to just remove any excess chapstick or lip gloss that you might have. This is the L'Oreal lip color in Tease. I've never tried this formula before, so let's give it a try. Alright you guys, but that is the finished look. I'm so obsessed with how it looks. I just imagine myself like walking down the streets with the leaves falling and a cozy cardigan and like knee-high boots and something like that. Like something super fun and fresh, and like I don't know, I feel like this look is really like realistic for a lot of you guys watching, because not everybody wants to wear like a super intense smoky eye for the fall time, you know. I know I don't. So I hope you guys found this video inspiring, helpful. Hope you guys learned something new today. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.